Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another review and to another birthday request here on the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Burnt Lightning McQueen, a request from Gerald Quicktire, a great friend of mine. He's always super nice and always around on my Discord server. Hope you're having a great day. And this is a really cool car. This is an item that I don't think I've reviewed on my channel in like maybe 6 years now. I say this all the time, but one of my favorite things about doing birthday requests is that it allows me to go back and review older items that I usually wouldn't look at again. Birthday requests, suggestion reviews when I do 25 days suggestions. I love doing them not only because I love fulfilling people's requests and suggestions and such and spreading birthday wishes, but I also just love being able to look at cars that I don't really think about much. Burnt McQueen is an item that I got when he came out, and he's just kind of always been in my collection because of that now for like the last 14 years, and it's nice to be able to take some time to look at this guy a bit more analytically because this is a really great looking McQueen. Now I'm going to try to keep this quick because I actually have to go in a little bit. I'm seeing Deadpool and Wolverine in about an hour, so I'm going to have to keep this quick. Very, very excited to see it. And you know, much like Deadpool, Burnt McQueen here is red and black and clearly good at surviving injuries because, as we all know, McQueen is just fine after being burnt in the old gasoline and match factory. Now this is a really cool McQueen design. Of course, unlike a lot of other Cars tunes, it just reuses McQueen's standard Cars 1 design, but with some great burnt detailing. There are of course several variants of this guy. There's a facial expression variant, there's one that's covered in water droplets as well, which is called Soaked McQueen, but this is easily my favorite of all of them, although I do really like the expression variant. I think it's pretty fun. But I think this is such a beautifully well-detailed McQueen. Just the way they pulled off him being burnt looks really, really solid. Mattel rarely fails when they have to do weathering effects on their cars, and this is another prime example of a great one. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Muddy Rusty's Racing Center McQueen is actually one of my all-time favorite McQueen diecasts, purely because of just how well they pulled off the muddy detailing. I think it looks so great, and Burnt McQueen is another case where they really pulled that off well. I also love his facial expression. Doing my diecast history series made me realize just how above and beyond they went with Cars Tunes cars in the expression department. You know, before the Cars Tunes diecasts, most McQueens just had one standard kind of blank expression, but the Cars Tunes really started to give them much more dynamic faces. The Cars diecast line in general around 2010 started doing more sort of dynamic faces alongside the lenticulars, of course. But yeah, the Cars tunes brought some really great, very screen-accurate expressions, and this one is no exception. Love the eyes there, and the mouth, and all the burnt detailing all around. We, of course, have your typical Rusty's logos, 95 on the headlight, lightning bolts, etc. And on the side, you can see just how scorched poor McQueen here is. One of the best details with him, in my opinion, is how they pulled off the tires, giving them a overspray to make them look all dark and smoky. They easily could have cheaped out and just painted the wheels and tires all black, but no, they did kind of an overspray, so you could still see the red deep down under there, and you could still make out the Lightyear writing. Looks like mine's got a couple chips on it from its age. Nitroate, piston cup, octane, revolting, mood springs, Vitaline, no stall, gaskets, gasprin, easy idle, etc. We all know McQueen's sponsors at this point. And you can see just how well the burning detailing overtakes his entire side. He really does look like he's been scorched, and I think that just looks so solid. We've got your typical other McQueen details here. His signature, the 95, and another part of this McQueen I really love is how they did the spoiler. I know I already said this at this point several times, but this really does look like it's been burnt. And I think the way the ash is kind of dripping down on him really makes it look like the fire has been corroding away at McQueen. The way that it's sprayed on, the way that it looks just in general, the way it's got sort of a fade going on, really makes this look like he has been burnt. And the back is entirely black. Yeah, they didn't do what they did with the wheels for the back here. It's just blank black, which, like, okay, I guess technically we don't see McQueen's back in the short. I guess maybe we do for a few seconds when he's on, like, Mater's ladder being swung around. But still, maybe you could have done a bit more there. A bit of a fade design instead of just blank black. I don't know. There's a look at the other side. And finally, a look at the base, where you'll notice that this McQueen also has some interesting detailing on his tires. Maybe they're supposed to be treads. Maybe they're supposed to be, like, I don't actually know what this is. Somebody on my Discord server recently pointed out that this McQueen has this. And I don't know what's going on here, because it does look like they tried to print tire tread decals onto his wheel, something they've never done before, ever. We've gotten cars with treaded tires, only rubber tire cars, really, but, like, this is weird to sort of detail it like this. I always assumed they were kind of just trying to make it look like his wheels had been burnt. I don't know, but whatever this is, whether it's strange one-off tread detailing or them just trying to make it look like the tires have been burnt, I still think that this is really, really well detailed and well designed. Although, nowadays, if they made it, I think they would probably make the base all black too. I think that would have been a nice way to go the extra mile, like they did with the beach racers and ice racers and other cars like that. It doesn't really look bad, but it's always nice to see them add that extra attention to detail, and I guess you could complain that the exhaust doesn't match the rest of the bottom of McQueen here because it's not burnt. Still, I think it's perfectly fine. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, a very happy birthday to Gerald Quicktire. We'll see you guys next time. Bye now.